Hello, everyone. Welcome to the week 10 video lesson. I hope everyone's doing well. There's been a lot of things going on. I hope your writing on your essay is going well. Again, just wanted to shout out, please let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like to talk with me, if you'd like to meet on Zoom, please send me an email. I'd like to start this video by looking over the stream and seeing how many of you reported back on your experience with Voxy. So, I'd like to say good job to Cervanti, to Connie, Walter, great job. Das Neves, great job. Young, wonderful. Eliana, Annie, Shusha, Connie, I like how you added a comment on Shusha's. May you, great job. Cirque, good, thank you. Nitra, Katya, great. So many of you put in your comment here on the stream about Voxy. Great job. Maybe one thing that I'd like to point out is I believe that in the instructions, I said to try to talk about one specific activity or lesson that you did and kind of describe what it was about. For example, was it about business or technology or nursing or whatever? And talk about maybe specifically what you learned, what vocabulary or what new knowledge or what grammar, etc. And I feel like most of you did more of like a Voxy, discussing Voxy in general. So that's okay. You still did you still added in your comment and you worked on your writing, but maybe next time, take a little bit more time to read the instructions carefully, just like some broad feedback to everybody. Okay, I'm wondering if people are still working on this activity. In this activity, everyone, you needed to use the comment feature on Google Classroom. So this is when you highlight a piece of writing like this, and you click right here, and you say add comment. So many of you did this. I can also say, good job to Katya, Walter. Walter, very nice job. Let's see, Cirque, really nice long comment for Walter here. See, now I'm trying to also comment onto your comments, and this is the way that we create a discussion. So I think a lot of students did this. Great job, Young, Mayu, Shusha, Joanna, great job. Let's keep going here. Young and Joanna, again, commenting on each other's work. But I still think I'm missing some students, everyone. So if you could come back in here and you just have to make one comment. So remember, you look at someone's writing, you highlight it, and you add the comment. My instructions of how to add the comment are in that week's lesson. I think I said, try to say something positive about their writing, something you liked, something you understood, and then try and maybe say something that you'd like to understand more or something maybe you didn't understand. So this is called a sandwich comment, something you like, something you understood, and then something maybe you didn't understand or you'd like to understand more. I think like maybe this is just a pretty good example by Shusha here. I agree with you that eating less sugar and salt is good for health. I saw that you had tea for the second time. Do you have any recommendations? So maybe one way to do this is to say that you understand something and then ask a question. Great. Okay, so moving on to this week, everyone. Let's see. Okay, that's gotta find classwork. Okay, moving on to this week. You can see here we are with week 10, and we are doing the syllabus, everybody. We are in week 10, and we are looking through here. So we're looking at Nicole's TED Talk, Shusha's TED Talk, and then we have Juliana's and Joanna's cultural articles here. So going back here, we're in week 10, and I'd like to quickly share the assignments here. So the first thing that you need to do is there's 2 TED Talks to choose from, everyone. Please choose one of the TED Talks, watch the TED Talk, read the transcript. I think reading the transcript is really helpful, and then add a quote to Jamboard. Okay, so I'm gonna explain that in a second. The second thing I'd like everyone to work on is maybe please try to finish your short essay, right? We know that in week 9, we had to write another short essay. I can see that many of you are still working on that. So I'm just also adding that again to week 10. Please finish your short essay if you have not already. And then finally, if you have more time, please spend about 2 hours on Voxy, especially now that we have like re-familiarized ourselves with Voxy. Okay, in terms of watching the TED Talk, this is the main activity for week 10. So I think that we should look here. It says, for this assignment, please choose one of the TED Talks below, watch it, and choose a quote. After choosing a quote, please add your quote to the Jamboard with the link below. So choose one of these TED Talks and then add a quote to the Jamboard. Now, maybe I can show you this really quickly. Is if you go to the Jamboard, I hope everyone will be able to go to the Jamboard. I'd like you to add a sticky note to the Jamboard. So a Jamboard is just a thing on Google where it's like a whiteboard that everyone can sort of manipulate. And what I'd like you to do is you choose this button right here. This is a sticky note, and we can just say like add quote, and we say save, and it comes on. Whoops. Okay, and it comes on to the screen, and we can put it wherever we want. So you can see I already added one. I took a quote from one of the TED Talks and I added it right there. So this is just fun. We can all see who's adds a quote, and you just want to make sure not to delete anybody's work or anything like that. If for some reason there's no space on this whiteboard here, you can see how you can click over to another page, right? It's like a unlimited amount of space that we have here. So again, you click sticky note. You can also add photos and text and things like this. I mean, you could also add your quote in a text box if you want. That's fine. I just thought sticky notes are kind of fun. You get to choose your color. So again, click sticky note. You can choose a certain color. And here is my quote. And you click save, right? Okay, I guess then you have to click cancel. But so here, then I can put this anywhere. Okay, this is just fun. We're trying a new piece of little technology on Google Classroom and Google. So it's called the Jamboard. So that's here, everyone. Now, in terms of choosing a quote, these are the two TED Talks. Let's see, I'll refresh this. This one is What Makes a Good Life? Lessons from the Longest Study on Happiness. And this one is called How Every Child Can Thrive by 5. Now, after you watch the TED Talks, I recommend clicking on or looking over at the transcript. And you can then, when you choose your quote, you can copy the quote like this. Okay. Now, also, please keep in mind that you can watch the TED Talk with the transcript. Now, so watch this. So it's important to show that it will highlight the writing while you watch the TED Talk. So I really recommend that. So, okay, everyone. So just letting you know, here we are in week 10. The main thing we're doing is choosing a TED Talk and then finding a quote. You probably know by now that we're gonna use that quote later on. Next week, we'll add on to that. So I think in week 11, everyone, we're gonna be looking at these two articles that Julianis and Joanna recommended, and we might take those two and add on to this thing. And then in weeks 12 through 14, we still have this last unit with John Shen's, Katya, and Walter's resources. Please let me know if you have any questions, everyone. It's great to see you here. Good luck with everything. Please email me and let me know if you want to meet. Thank you so much.